letter in the mail, so I got one, so we're good.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley and Dan, man. My best friends got hitched, and let me give you just like a little taste, because this doesn't really have anything to do with the story I'm going to tell, but this is the type of shit that was going on this vacation. Ashley and Dan both jumped into the pool, which was in the club. So that's like point number one.
Yeah, we're in the club.
The pool's in the club, yeah.
In the club.
In her fucking wedding dress.
Shout out.
And just like went ham, poured shots into Dan's mouth, like from like in the booth where we were, like up above, while they were in the pool. I mean, it was just out of control.
I mean, once you said they came in the wedding fits and jumped in the pool at the club, I feel like all that other stuff you're saying, it should be implied, but
yeah,
just you're giving an explanation. I get it. And
so it was truly amazing, beautiful.
Really, just beautiful. No,
highly recommend.
I bet you do. I've still never been to Mexico, so it's on my list. It's on my list. But this is the theme today. The Quaranteam. We have been traveling a little bit here.
Yes, we have.
As we're starting to open up and have some more fun,
and just need a break from this damn cold.
And also, like y'all that aren't Minnesotans don't know, like we usually be waking up these days around somewhere between -10 to 0 degrees. So
right.
Yeah, it's good to go. So before you went to Mexico, I was actually on a little trip. Mm-hmm. And again, just for the people still retired. But this trip was unique. I will put on wax.
I thought this was going to be the end of the retirement, so I was very shocked at what transpired.
I will put on wax that I just got to say it. I got flued out. I got flued out. So
classic.
I went to Austin, Texas, which I'd never been to Texas.
Yeah.
So I took a trip down to Austin, free 99.
Yep.
And yes, the person that paid for my ticket was of the opposite sex.
I'm just being quiet. I'm just letting you tell. I'm refraining from all the thousands of comments I have. Continue.
And, we've known each other for some time, so whatevs. I'll say that maybe this podcast has contaminated my mind into thinking that getting flued out means certain things.
We'll get to that, yes.
But, just as a overall review, I fuck with Austin. Austin is a dope place. I didn't get to check out all of it. I got to check out some.
Quick little weekend.
Yeah, it was just a weekend trip, so I was, quick up and down. Campus was cool. The weather wasn't as great as Mexico or some of my other recent trips, but again, it wasn't 0 degrees,
exactly.
So I was not bitching at all. There were some very unique bars.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about Austin. I've never been there.
Literally, there was a bar where I went down a slide.
Yeah.
In the bar. Don't ask me why the slide is there, because I still to this day don't know why there's a fucking slide in there. Like, it serves no purpose. It's not even a big slide.
Okay, but enough's enough. Get to the goods. Get to the goods.
What are the goods in which you want me to get to?
The juicy story of the fact that nothing happened. I'm so dead. What the fuck? Like, riddle me this, right?
It could be a riddle me this. Yes.
I mean, you get flued out. Like, I can't wait anymore. You get flued out.
Here she goes.
I mean, seriously, for weeks, I'm like, oh, it's going down. Retirement's over. Like,
she couldn't wait for me to send that MJ fax.
Literally.
I'm back.
Send the fax, call the agent, book the late show.
Sign the deal. Let's go. We do a
10
publicity tour, everything.
We need a full contract, fucking 3-year extension, a whole 9 works. No, this bitch, I don't know what the deal is, and I don't know if she's going to hear this or not. I don't really give a fuck. She clearly doesn't understand the rules of the fluing out situation.
I mean, no.
No, because, like, you put your mouth where your money is. Like, as the kids say.
Clip that.
I'm just saying, like,
Clip
she
that.
went to the effort of flying out. She's literally been, like, texting you, fucking trying to, like, be quote-unquote friendly, but, like, you know, we all know what that means. And, like,
She's a good person.
fine. But then, like, you know, you stay at her house, like, the whole thing. Plus, like, what did we say? I was like, when you get there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. We could go on wax with this. So I think it was everybody in this room actually sitting here, and you had said that when you get there, you have to evaluate
Immediately.
how the bed situation or
Is
the
set
sleeping
up.
arrangement is set up.
Yeah.
If
Then you'll know.
If she set it up with the intention for you to not sleep in the bed,
She'll have it ready before
it'll be
you
ready
arrive.
and you're good to go. If she doesn't, obviously she's expecting you
To stay in the
sleep
bed.
Now, what threw me off was that it did seem as though she had a setup that was for me not to sleep in the bed.
Yeah, so you walk in, she has what, like a 1-bedroom probably or whatever.
Yep.
And it's the living room, couch is right there, and it's like set up as a bed.
Couch has got the pillow, blanket,
Okay.
all ready
So at that
to
point
go.
you're thinking like X-nay on the sexy bay.
Yeah, which makes all the sense in the world. Cool. No
Which you
big
were
deal.
expecting. I was saying for weeks and weeks, like, absolutely not. She is 100% going to be all over you immediately when you get there. I don't know her like that, so I'm just, like, going on the rules of fucking engagement over here like any sane person would.
You're just we don't make the rules. We just follow them.
Thank you.
So I understand what you were looking at. You were looking
Right.
at the book. And the
So
book
you
says.
but you pop up and the bed's made and you're just like, I was right. We're just friends. Like, da-da-da. That's it. Gavel, all she wrote, done.
Correct.
Which wasn't exactly what happened, though. So keep going. So, like, I'm, like, literally on the edge of my seat because this
I
was not
know.
the same weekend I was gone. So I'm, like, getting the updates.
Yeah. So then it was like, we get back and it was like late when I arrived. So it was like, whatever. We just hung out for a little bit. And now I'm thinking, okay, she needs to get up for work, whatever.
Which this whole wait. This whole thing is so funny because truly, like, it's insane that you were even in this type of situation. Like, I've never heard of a situation where somebody flies someone out and there's no, like, very explicit sexting beforehand. Like, every scenario I've heard of, it's so apparent.
But you are also a sexter by nature.
Agreed,
I'm
but, like,
not a
fine.
sexter.
Maybe not, like, to that level that I'm on of just, like, literally, like, can't wait to blah, blah, blah you. But, like, at the same time, innuendo.
Nah, just a simple can't wait to see you. I'm excited to see you. That's
Womp womp.
Yeah. I mean, that puts a smile on my face.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so we're there and it's like clearly like, okay, going to bed.
Bedtime, right.
And then I'm given the choice.
Explicitly, like she says, like, you can da-da-da.
You can sleep here or you can sleep in the bed. And
At least you're not stupid enough to choose the couch.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
Thank
be.
God.
You know what?
Jesus
I'm gonna.
Christ,
No,
I would
I'm
have
gonna
killed
put
you myself.
I'm gonna put this on wax. I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. If you ever give me the option between sleeping in the bed with you or sleeping alone on the couch, I'm never choosing the couch.
And you've always said that.
If there's one thing that I've always fucking said, it's that.
You're not fumbling that back.
Here's
No.
the thing. I'm not even joking with you when I say that I've gotten to a point in life where, I'm not balling, but I have enough money.
Yeah.
If we're in MN, we have to be like past St. Cloud for me not to call a Uber, not to sleep in my bed if I'm not sleeping in someone else's bed.
Right.
We've got to be far away. Like, it's got to cost me a lot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm just going home.
Right. It's done.
Period, point blank. If I'm not sleeping in your bed,
Yeah, then it's over.
I'm sleeping in my bed.
Yeah.
So,
So you didn't fumble that bag.
needless to say, went to the bed. So whatever, we're chilling in the bed. We're not actually doing anything, like,
Yeah.
but we're like clearly next to each other. And then like we're talking. I don't even want to call it cuddling, but it's like,
But like fake, like
Sort
you're
of,
both in
yeah.
the bed. Yeah, like
and then
it's so horrible. God, it's like
she was like,
scratching on a chalkboard.
all right, well, I need to go to bed, so can you
Skirt.
slide over?
Which again is like fine. I don't know.
Yeah, no, which, hey, some people could learn lessons from this. We've talked off wax, but, it is what it is. So I did. That was the end of it. Needless to say, I did not sleep in the bed the rest of the trip.
She didn't make any move. Like, she just rolled over, went to bed, nothing. Did you try to make a move, or were you just like, the vibes were not there, and you were like, no?
I don't think I've ever had a woman tell me that when
just
I've gotten to that
scoot
point.
The fuck over.
So I think I was just so shook
that you were just like...
that I was like... So I didn't know what to do other than just listen to instructions and go snore my ass in the other corner. So that's what I did.
So it was just very obvious. Man, so then what? So you said you didn't sleep in the bed the rest of the weekend. So that, what, the next day you're just like, I'll take the couch, or what was that?
Oh no, there was no more conversation. Like I didn't get another offer. There was no other. I was just like,
it was just obvious.
Yeah, I'm in the couch.
That's so fun. I mean, again, I hate to just shit on this girl when I don't even know her, but come on, honey. If you're not into this dude, first of all, I don't know why you're flying on some dude that you're not gonna fuck, but fine. I'll suspend my disbelief for a second and say that this is a good idea. You fly him out, he comes to see you, you bring him to your house, at the point that you don't want to hook up with him, just fucking say that immediately. Make a joke of it. Just be like, so you can definitely share the bed, but I don't know. I don't think this is gonna happen. You can easily make light of it. We're all adults here, at least clarify it up front. I feel like she probably thought that's what she was doing, but in the moment, it just doesn't work. You can lay the fucking groundwork way before that. I don't know.
See, and I think this may be where the podcast almost works in my detriment. Because at this point, I feel like anyone who's close enough to me that I'm either going to visit them on my own dime, or they're going to fly me out, I just assume you've gotten enough of me from this, that it's you should just be able to tell me straight up.
Literally, just fucking say it. At this point,
I'm not no researcher or something like that. Just say something.
See, there you go. Just any very simple joke.
Got it. Cool. We on the same page.
Not be hard. Yeah.
Be in the couch. See you. Kyle.
Right.
But again, and I don't like being a broken record, but I need to. If you give me the option between the couch and your bed, I'm picking your bed every time.
100%, and you've always said that.
I always said that.
It's just so insane. So then the whole weekend, just nothing. It was just friend vibes only. Was she at least in a good mood? I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a fan. She's gonna hear this and be like, "Wow, Kristen hates me." And I'll be like, "I don't hate you. You just literally party fouled the whole weekend. Get it together, girl."
No, I mean, at that point, then it was just okay, it is what it is. We're just gonna ride this out. And it wasn't like she was the only person that I saw there. So it's I got to see other friends. It was cool, and it was just cool being in a new city. It was a cool city, so I embraced all of those things, and I definitely had a good time.
Fun, fine, but
But as far as the vibes, it was I don't know if you're mad.
Well, see, and
if
that's
I
the
should
thing.
be mad.
Right.
It was just a lot of confusion.
Right.
And
because did you at all try to flirt with other bitches at the bar, the bartenders, anything, any chicks there, anything like that?
Oh, well, there was one. Okay, wow, you really made me put the shit on wax.
I know, I am. Sorry, I'm about to put a hell of shit on wax about Mexico too, so it's fine. Go ahead.
I think it was the last. Yeah, it was the last day, and we went to some random little bar because they got these bars that are. Literally, they used to be houses, this house. They used to be houses, and they gutted them and turned them into bars. But the outside,
is cool. That's a vibe.
Yeah, but the outside still looks like house.
So it's almost like a speakeasy, but Texas version. Okay.
So it was cool. So we went to this one place. It was empty because we were waiting for our brunch spot, and there was this pretty attractive looking bartender there, and we I order a drink, so whatever she wants, and then I'm just chatting her up because she was complaining about it being cold, and I was like, "Girl, I need to teach you. I'm from MN."
Perfect.
Da-da-da. So we start, good segue. We start talking. Then old girl just leaves, and I'm thinking she was going to grab something from the other bar or something. Yeah, whatever. Then I realized I'm talking to this bartender for maybe like 10 minutes, and
So
she's
nowhere
not coming back.
Ghost.
And again, my flight is in like 8
Couple
hours. I'm like, I know I'm not getting nothing from this girl. I don't know the next time I'll be in Texas. It's like 10 minutes is enough.
Right.
Like,
You're just like, yeah, it's not going anywhere.
and I mean, you know how I feel about hitting on girls on a job. Like that's
that's the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Okay, facts. Fair
So I was like, I'll be right back. I come find out she's just sitting outside.
Yeah, just leaving you to your business. Like,
and I'm like, you just left me to do that? Like, which apparently, yes, was the answer. And again,
what was the vibes at this point? Was she giving like, well, yeah, I just, or was it like, yeah, I wanted to wingman you?
Yeah, it was more like that. It was more like I'm helping you.
Boo, tomato. Oh no, girl, like, come on. I'm just not happy with this whole situation.
I mean,
she should have just made it more clear from the fucking beginning. Like you said, the main problem was the confusion on every fucking end of the whole thing. And
well, and again,
I'm just not happy about it. I'm not happy with anyone.
We've discussed. I know, right? We've discussed this many a times on this podcast, off wax, whatever. Getting flued out is usually a scenario built for either family or fucking.
Yeah.
And we're not family, so that only left one more F.
Right.
So, and that didn't happen.
Which, I mean, like, not that people can't be friends and, like, whatever, but then, again, like, make it clearer. Like, this is not sufficient in any way, especially when you make the bed invite in the first place. It's a no from me. It's going to be a no from me. Thank you.
Gonna be a no for me, dog. Gonna be a no for me, dog. But like I said, great person. I appreciate the trip. I had a great time.
Okay.
I just have to say that because it's true.
She's your friend. I'm like,
it's true.
Bye.
You can say whatever you want. Everybody has their opinion.
I don't hate you if you see this. I just want everyone to live their best sexual lives.
Well, we know.
She's going to hate me, so it's fine. Anyway.
But yeah, so that was my first trip to Austin. Can't wait to go back. On my own dime, of course. I didn't do any swiping there. But again, it was a quick trip.
Okay, I did not do any swiping in Mexico either. I'm going to make the segue here. And it's a shame because I'll highlight this more in the coming episodes, but I did start paying for Bumble gave me the deal.
They gave you the deal?
Yes.
I think I have 10 hours left to take the deal. For
yeah,
the $20
they gave me the
whatever.
deal and I went for it. So I did pay for it and I put it on travel mode and did the Cancun thing.
Hey.
But then shit just got so crazy that I didn't even fucking make use of it. So I got to make
that's
use
the
of it
tough
here.
thing. Like with any vacay is like the swiping during vacay.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to like if your vacay is going correctly,
right?
You
don't
shouldn't
have
really
time.
be bored enough to do it. But there's always little pockets, and it's like
Yeah.
remembering to do it in those pockets. But I'm sorry, continue.
But see, the thing about the pockets for me is that I was doing the photo shoot. You know?
Yeah, but I'm saying those pockets you have something to do,
right?
And one of the things can be swiping.
Yeah.
Like you had something else to do.
Yeah.
So
not the point. We'll talk about Bumble premium escapades on a later episode, but. I gotta talk about what went on in Mexico because it was
this
insane.
Mexico trip is the shit she's been talking about since season 1.
Yes,
when she wanted to find some dude to come play house, do the whole thing. This is that trip.
And at one point, if you recall, I had someone in mind that I was going to invite. Thank God I did not.
Yeah,
because what occurred was so much better than that was ever going to be. Quite frankly. Yep, I'll say it. So, okay, story time. So, first of all, the first thing that was going on and what led into this whole story is that one of the people there, one of my friends who was there, like had their eye on someone else.
That was also there?
That was also there.
Okay.
And me, being the instigator that I am,
like, go ahead and get this shit.
Like,
let's get this shit.
Yeah, first of all, first was just like, like nudgy, little comment,
Come on, girl.
And then, whatever, we get hammered. Night comes. So on Friday and Saturday nights is when the discoteca, aka the club, is open with the pool.
I know what discoteca means. Thank you.
Yeah,
For the people.
So So this was on Friday night. So like all Thursday and Friday, really. I was like telling this person like, you gotta go for it, you gotta go for it, you gotta go for it.
You can do it.
You can do it, yeah. And so then we get to the club, and by this point we're fucking trashed. And I'm like, now I'm just hardcore threatening them. Like, I'm just like, if you fumble this fucking bag, I will kill you.
Oh, God.
Like, just like...
She really does talk like that when she's been drinking.
Hardcore threats. Like, majorly, like, I know they're into you. They made comments like, da-da-da-da.
Go for it.
Yeah, like, do not fumble this bag. So finally that, like, plays out, and they leave. Yeah, I know. I was very proud. I was playing matchmaker, wing woman status, as the whatever resolutions say. Yes, give me some claps. And so then we're in this booth, which, by the way, some fucking drunk dudes. The groom's like hammered friends who were actually really cool. We hung out with them all weekend, but they like paid. We were at an all inclusive, so we get free drinks and the whole thing. But like they wanted the booth.
They want a bottle service. Hey,
yeah, so then
you know I understand all about that.
Exactly. So
I
they paid
respect these
extra
dudes
for the bottle service.
Man,
so
I fucked with these guys already.
We're in bottle service, and Ashley, the bride, my best friend, is like, check out this guy over by the bar. He's by himself. Actually, no, I'm lying. That's not what happened. We went to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. They were still there. I come back. She's not in the booth, but standing near it. And I like go to like dance with her or whatever. And she like full on like pushes me into this guy who's like standing against the wall. I forgot about this whole part. So then
vacation stories.
And immediately I'm like, no. Immediately, I'm like, oh, I can't. I'm just being a little bitch.
So time out. She pushed you into the guy on purpose to push you into the guy, or she accidentally put... Okay.
No, she was being fully intentional.
Okay, and you turned around, looked, and you were like, not going to be able to do it.
No, I didn't even turn around. I just already knew what she was doing because I just know what she's doing.
So you're just looking at your friend like, hey, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just like, stop it. No. And she's just like, what's wrong? And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do that. And she's like, why? And I'm like, because I'm just not. And she's like, he's super hot. What's your problem? And I'm just like, because I'm just not gonna do it. So then we go. So then we go back in the booth.
And she's out here mad at me.
I know. I was being so stupid. So then we go back in the booth, and I'm like, she's like mad at me, and she's just like, what is wrong with you? Like, you literally just coerced our other friend. You were literally just threatening the life of our other friend. Stop being a little bitch and go talk to him.
Get your ass over there.
So I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right. We're in Mexico. I'm fucking hammered. Like,
hey, salute to Ashley.
Literally. Why am I being this fucking baby about this? Like, I think it's just because I've been so parched for so long. I literally just like clammed up and was like, I can't do it.
So long.
But I kid you not, this guy was like sent out of the fucking clouds. Like, perfect. So I go up and talk to him, and come to find out, he's there alone. No one with him. He's there with his fucking like, well, and this is what he says. And then like, you know, in hindsight, I'm like, oh, were you there with your fucking wife and kids who were asleep? Who knows? Don't care, whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm here with my mom and my grandma and my little sister who's like, whatever, 14, 15. I don't know.
Did he think that was a panty dropper line? I mean, it worked, but wow.
No, so he's like, they all are obviously, they're not coming here. Like, they're in the room. Like, we had a whole day at the pool, chilling. Everything. But like, I told them. They ain't playing cribbage in the room. They could. Yeah. I told them, like, I'm coming out, like, da-da-da. So we're like talking about that. He's like, yeah, also they like literally tricked me. Like, they told me they were getting me my own room and like just to like get me to come on the trip with them. And then we get here. And it's like, no. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, I have my own room. Like the whole fucking thing. We go up into the like regular bar. We're like with some of my friends, but they're trash and they're about to leave. And I was like sort of like not trying to make it be like, oh, don't hang out with my friends, just hang out with me. So I was like sort of with them for a while, and I was like, I don't know.
Trying to almost turn it into a Kristen date,
yeah,
but it was like
I was
awkward.
Trying. I was doing everything I can to just make it a Kristen date because also like he was not really giving me like full on
I'm about it.
Yeah, vibes, which I thought at that point in time was because he wasn't like sure about it.
I'm sure it was just because he seen one of your crazy little outfits and he was scared of your ass. Like,
which was for sure the case because then finally my friends leave. They go to bed. And as soon as we were alone, I was like, oh, it's done. I'm not fumbling this bag. Like, no way. Absolutely not. Like, I will not let this happen. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Because it's loud in the bar. I'm like, let's go out. Let's get more drinks and go out by the pool because you can still go out there.
Yeah.
It's just not like popping out there. So we go up by the pool, or we're walking around the pool. Pool's massive, obviously. It's a huge resort. And like I'm like, okay, like we're like sort of like get further away from everyone. And I'm like, yeah, let's go over here. Like this is where we were hanging out all day. Like, let me show you.
Wow, she is so fucking soft that she be doing this shit. Go ahead, continue.
So we go super far from any people, and it's just like pool chairs, right? So I like lay on the pool chair, and he is like, and I forgot to mention this. He just got there that day. So I had been there for 2 days.
Love it.
He got there like 2 hours ago.
Popped in, brand new whip just hopped in.
So exactly. So he's like just shook. Like he's just like, welcome to Mexico. Like, what the fuck? Like, so he's like, am I dreaming? So he sits like on the chair next to me, but like sitting on it like you would a couch.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like laying on the thing, like completely just drunk, don't care at this point. Just gathering confidence as the fucking seconds tick by.
She's just, I'm giving myself to you. It's literally what you did.
So
don't worry, I know.
So we're talking, whatever, and he's from Florida, and he is like trying to like somehow figure out how to break the touch barrier, but like
he can't
bring himself to do it.
Please tell me you just grabbed him.
So finally, I get fed up with this because it's getting later and later. And I'm just like, jump in the pool. And he's like, no, what do you mean? I'm like, no, let's get in the pool. Let's jump in the pool. And he's like, no, like, I'm not going to jump in the pool. I have my he's like, we're in club clothes, like pants, whatever. And I'm like, okay. And I'm just like sitting there waiting for him to like figure out what to do. And he doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, you should jump in the pool. He's like, oh, what if somebody comes? I'm like, what if they do? Like, we're in Mexico. What do they care? What's the worst that can happen? They're going to be like, get out of the pool? Like, who cares? Lume's face right now.
Continue.
So finally he's like, well, I can tell he's like starting to actually take me seriously. First he thought I was kidding. Then he's like, well, you go first. And I'm like, I promise you 100% I will jump in this pool. You do not have to worry about that. But I will not do it until you go first. And I said it just like that. Like, just, this is how it is. There will be no more debating.
The worst part is, now that I know you, I know that's how you said it. And it irritates me that that's how you said it. And I feel bad for this fucking man. But continue.
And so he like looks around. He's like all freaked out. He's like, okay, fine. Takes his shirt off. I'm like, okay. Jumps in the pool.
Awesome.
I jump in after him, and immediately I'm just like literally all over him. 100%. We go under this like bridge thing. It was a fucking movie scene. I swear to God. It was so hot. We go under this bridge where there's like this waterfall. So we like go under this waterfall, and I'm like literally like on him. Like, you know how it is in the water.
I'm aware.
And I'm like just making out with him whole 9 yards. I'm like, push me up against the wall. Like everything. So good. Finally, like, I'm honestly not sure if people were walking by or not. I did not know nor care.
I was about to say, keyword didn't care.
And then finally, I'm like, okay, we're going back to my room. He's like, where is it? I'm like, it's literally like 90 feet that way. Because I had this room right off the pool, which is a whole nother thing. Because this place
Chef's kiss.
Size of a college campus. Yeah. So we go back to the room. And he's like, I have to pee. And I'm like, that's fine. We're freezing. The pool's cold because it's super hot during the day.
Yeah.
So I just get in the shower. But still fully clothed. Like, I'm like teeth chattering cold. So I just get in the shower. Yeah. And then he goes to the bathroom. And then I'm like, okay, come in the shower. This kid is like, does not know what to do. I'm just literally bossing him around at this point.
The CEO strikes again.
Just like
Clip it.
Made him come in the shower, made him take all my clothes off for me. 100% made him get on his knees in the shower. I mean, I was doing everything. I was like, just like completely being the biggest psycho bitch ever. But he was just loving it. I mean, he was like, I just got here. Oh God. So then, yeah, we were in the shower for like a while, obviously. Then we go in the bed. Then the creme de la creme. I was gonna let him sleep over because I'm just like, okay, like he's here with his family. I'm not gonna make him.
See, that is shocked. You
I know. I was gonna let him, but he did the work for me, and he was just like, look, like my family's gonna be like, where the fuck did you go if I don't go back to the room? Because he's, like I said, he's there with like literally family vacation. So he's like, I don't think I should stay. I think I better go. Perfect. Leave.
So you used this man.
Well, I mean, he got his fair share.
This man.
Yeah.
And then he decided to send himself on his way.
Yeah. And then he left. And then I went to sleep and slept like a fucking baby and didn't wake up till 11:30 and missed breakfast. Didn't care.
Well, I mean, you got your breakfast, girl. It was late enough. You got your breakfast, okay? You got your scramble, whatever you did. You was good.
It was amazing. It was perfect. It was perfect in every way. It was fucking movie scene. Perfect. Next day, we're at breakfast. All my friends are like, give us the details. It's a whole fucking story time in the morning, right? Well, not breakfast, at lunch.
I was about to say you missed breakfast.
I missed breakfast. We went to the buffet at like 11. We usually go to the pool at noon. Okay, so we go to the buffet. My friends are like, give me the details. I get a text from him. And
so you did exchange numbers. Good.
Yeah, and he's like, we definitely exchanged numbers.
Hey, that wasn't a part of your original story. I'm just clarifying.
So, yeah. So he texts me and he like refers to this joke that I had told him the night before. And I'm like, and it was kind of funny. And I'm like, okay, like good one, whatever. I was surprised that he even texted me. Like I was ready to leave it at that. Like I was like, you're here with the family. I don't give a shit. Like
what happened in Mexico,
exactly.
stay in
Doesn't
Mexico.
even matter. Figment of our imagination. Like it's fine. But then like, he's like, oh, where are you guys at? Like, I'm going to come hang out, like, blah, blah, blah. All this shit. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, now I'm getting, like, more kind of into this. I'm like, oh, he wants to, like, hang out with us. Be my little fucking
be a little
sexy
play date.
bae. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like,
be
okay,
a walking
cool.
vibrator. Yeah, that's cool.
But then he never shows in the day at the pool, to which I'm just like, no big deal, whatever.
No skin on my back.
Right. Like, you're with the family. I get it. That night, we go to the discoteca again. He's there. But this was after the wedding. So, like, this was, like, a whole new level of our group acting insane. No. And so I, like, talked to him at
the main event.
Yeah. I was talking to him there for a while, and we were, like, whatever, being all buddy-buddy. But then he was just not anywhere near on our level.
Buddy. Hey, Joe, note that one on my words that girls have taken over and ruined. Buddy. Ugh. Continue.
Yeah, so I just kind of, like, let him leave because I was just like, I'm not going to get more under control. You're going to have to join us on this out of control vibe, which he was clearly not willing to do, which was fine. Again, I was not mad. Don't care. Next night is our last night. And I didn't talk to him all that next day because I was just like, I don't really care about this. Like, it's fine.
Which you shouldn't.
Yeah. So, but that last night, I didn't want to just, like, not be like, oh, it's our last night. Like, I'm leaving. Like, I don't know. I just felt weird about, like, not saying anything when he was the one that was sort of, like, talking to me the whole day before. So I'm just like, hey, it's our last night. Like, we'll be at the bar.
With a conscience.
You can come have a drink with us, but if you're, like, with the family, no worries. Like good to meet you, basically. Like, just whatever.
Thanks for the dick.
Yeah.
Bye, bitch. That's what she was really trying to say.
And I send the text. Lume has not heard this story, so this is going to be authentic reaction. I send the text.
Don't even tell me.
And I'm sitting at the table with a couple of my friends.
Wait, time out before you finish this.
Yeah.
Before you even go. Did this man have an iPhone?
Honestly, I can't remember.
Was it popping up blue bubbles or not?
I honestly can't remember. That's not
I
the point
hate
of
you
the
so
story.
much. All right, continue. Continue.
The point is, I'm sitting at this, like, it's not really a table. It doesn't matter, with, like, a couple of my friends. And then this couple who I have known for many years through the bride and groom, was friends with Ashley years ago. And I've hung out with her many times. But I never had gotten her number until this trip. So I text the guy and I'm sitting right next to her, and I text the guy, and I'm like, hey, it's our last night, da-da-da-da. And she turns to me and is like, oh, you just texted the wrong number. You just texted me. And I'm like, had this full 10 seconds for me to be like, wait, what? And she's like, yeah, you just texted the wrong number. You got to save my number, girl. Like, because you know me, I don't save anyone's number. She's like, you got to save my number. That's my number. You texted the wrong number. I'm sure you got a bunch of numbers this weekend from like everyone who's here. So I go back to the phone. For 2 days, I had been texting this number thinking that it was this guy. And it was this girl who I've known for years, the whole fucking time, who was texting me like, oh, we want to meet up with, or like, I want to meet up with you guys. Where are you at the pool? And then she did find us that day at the pool. And I'm thinking like, oh, you never showed up. Like, it was like all the pieces just came together in like this moment of clarity in my head of just like, oh my God, I am truly the biggest idiot of all time. I can't even deal with myself at all in this moment.
Okay. We're friends. I fuck with you. I respect you. I got you. You know, I'm, whatever. You mean to... I gotta do my Stephen A. You mean to tell me that you had this guy who you were dicking down in the grotto and the shower and the bed and clearly exchanged numbers.
Yeah.
And somehow, in your stupefied state, fumbled the bag to mess up his number with a number of somebody you actually know.
Correct.
Okay.
I know.
And see, this is why nicknames, awesome. Actually saving a number, awesome.
I know. I've actually never until now in my whole life found a reason to save people's numbers until right now. Like, I was always like, don't save their number. That just makes it seem like they're more important than they are. I'm like a big advocate for not saving the numbers. But obviously, that's
honestly,
done.
Your phone etiquette is trash.
Oh my God. So
trash.
Then I'm like sitting there like rethinking everything that happened, because now I'm convinced, like, after the fact, because like I said, I saw him at the club the next night thinking that we had been texting all day and had been trying to meet up. And so when he was like kind of being like,
it was,
I don't want to say cold, but like when he was like not on our level, I was thinking that was because he was just not on our level. But now I'm thinking like he's mad that I ghosted.
Because you did.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't mean to.
You didn't even look.
I
How close could the numbers have been?
The problem was that I had his number as the call, and then she texted me, and I just didn't check them. I know, there's no excuse. I'm really not...
Thank you.
I'm really not making excuses. I'm just describing what happened for the people to understand what happened.
No, the people understand that when you was out here yelling at me, talking about sleep in the bed, don't fumble the bag.
I was mesmerized by the dick. He literally was leaving, and he was like, I'm going to call you so you have my number.
Tiki Barber, Adrian Peterson, fumbleitis out here.
I know. It's so bad.
Oh, my days.
I mean,
this girl talks about being parched when our parchnesses are not nearly comparable. And this is what you do?
No, I know. It's really bad. Maybe I'll just send him, I'll just text him a link to this episode. Is that the solution?
Text him a link to this episode and say, I'm bringing my podcast down to Florida, and we'll go to Florida and we can hang out.
I actually didn't even tell him that I do a podcast. I left that whole... I usually lead with that, but I left that completely out of this for once.
Great. That'll make it even better. Hey, see, look at me. I'm always trying to help you out.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I gotta be in my corner of shame for a while before I figure out how to get myself out of this one. Oopsie. Anyway, that's my Mexico story. It was a fucking movie.
We do love some good vacations this time. Yeah.
Yes, we fucking do.
And, some of us fumble the bag. Some of us don't even get the passes thrown our way. But either way, we out here. We doing research for you, the people.
We are.
and we just out here trying to, give the people what they want.
Yeah, don't
as a great
ever say
philosopher
we didn't
once
get into
said.
some bullshit for your sakes,
Hey.
listeners.
First of all, you got in that bullshit for no sake.
That was for my own. Let me not cap.
No, not even your own. That was no sake. Because your own, you wouldn't have fucked
So
that
who's
up.
the shot of the week to? Is it to me or to him?
That's a good question. Who is the shot of the week to? See,
Or to you for getting flued out and not...
I feel like, so here's the thing. I think he deserves it,
I think he does.
but also...
But he also got...
I mean, he got it in.
Let's not act like he didn't get some good stuff out of the deal. I was doing type of shit that I never did.
You know what?
Because I was just on my wild now.
I've changed my mind on who the shot of the week is. And also, this is something we haven't done, but we're going to remix it because we've never done this. I realized, why are you not shooting the shot of the week at me?
I know. Yeah. Okay. Give me
Doesn't make no sense. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
I feel like I'm gonna fuck. Okay. Who's the shot of the week to?
Okay, so all of those people deserve the shot of the week, but really, the shot of the week's gotta go to the newlyweds.
Hi, Key.
Ashley and Dan.
Yay!
Shout out to y'all.
BFFs.
Congratulations. Can't wait to hang out with y'all again. Have a good time. But I'll take a shot to your celebration and Kristen fumbling the bag and me getting flued out and the fact that we going through all these vacations this year. So let's fucking go.
Cheers to 2022. And we're going straight into the drink break after this.
All right. We'll see you guys.